quite an early, very early good morning. As we leave our guest house at around 4:15 in the morning to reach the airport, where we have our scheduled flight for Gilgit at 7:30 in the morning. So we had booked our hotel quite far from the airport, so we had to leave like 1 hour before we have to be there to be on the safer side. So it's quite windy here and very cold in the early hours, and roads are definitely pretty much empty. Very few cars we can see here, as it is just not even Fajr time yet. It's like 4:15 as I mentioned before. So it's 6 a.m. at the airport, and they have not started check-in for the 7:30 flight. We arrived early. We were thinking that we will have our tickets, our boarding passes as soon as we can, and then we will have a nice breakfast at the airport. But doesn't look like that the people here want us to enjoy our breakfast. We got our boarding passes issued, and we are inside, close to the gates from where we will be entering the flight. But the breakfast idea doesn't seem to be a very good one here, because number one, there are not many choices to choose from, and number two, I just got a grilled sandwich which would probably be around 100 or 150 rupees maximum at any other average cafe. It is worth 490 rupees here. So think twice before you plan a breakfast at an airport. And how can I forget to mention my favorite cardamom tea, which is usually 50 rupees from wherever you get it. And this bread and company, they got same machine, the same vending machine for cardamom tea, but their tea is 170 rupees. And here we are, just landed at the Gilgit airport. So the big adventure starts from right here. This is Liaquat Bhai, our host in Hunza. We just arrived in Gilgit like 30 minutes back. We landed, and Liaquat Bhai, who will be hosting us here, he welcomed us at the airport, and he will be showing us around for the next couple of days. So the first stop we are making, this is Kargah Buddha, which is a big Buddha statue carved on a mountain. So we have to go all the way up on those stairs, and it is already astonishing to see that how it was carved so high up on a mountain. So we started walking from there, where you can see our truck, and we've come all the way up, like 100 stairs up, and then we can closely see this carved structure. And just imagine for 1 minute that how they actually did this job. There is no way they had like lifters or something like that 2000 years back to carve something like this on a vertically so high slope of a mountain. We have arrived at Rakaposhi viewpoint, and from Kargah Buddha to this point I was sleeping on the last seat of our truck because I haven't slept properly in like last 3 days. Probably 3 hours last night, 3-4 hours night before that, so I'm super exhausted already. But we have to follow the plan because of limited time we have. So here we are at the Rakaposhi viewpoint. You can see behind me the water coming down from the glaciers. Treat from Hunza. This is chap shro, which is kind of a naan filled with yak's meat. And if you travel with Liaquat Bhai, you will have a lot of such treats during your visit to Hunza. Going upwards to the Baltit Fort, and although we are total 6 people together, and just me and Nikolay are left who are going up because everyone else is tired or they have seen it before, so they are not interested. So I had to be the guide for Nikolay who wanted to go all the way up. So my sincere advice, if you are not fit enough, don't try to go to Baltit Fort, because if you are lazy like me and you never walk like 1-2 kilometers, this is I think easily 2 to 3 kilometers, and that also very steep. We have arrived now at the Altit Fort. By the way, ticket here in Baltit and Altit Fort is same, 600 rupees for locals and 1200 rupees for foreigners. And right now I am passing the Royal Gardens, and we will be entering the main fort area very soon. Finally here at the Eagle Nest viewpoint, from where we get the panoramic view of all the sides of this Hunza valley, and also the big peaks around this, like the Ladyfinger, Hunza Peak, Rakaposhi, Diran Peak. We'll see all of them from the top. So finally it's time for some rest. It was a busy and hectic day today. We started from Islamabad early morning, took flight to Gilgit, arrived in Gilgit, then we went to Kargah Buddha, Baltit Fort, Altit Fort and Eagle Nest viewpoint in Hunza. Also we had a very short stop at Rakaposhi viewpoint on our way from Gilgit to Hunza, and now it is done. All is done, and now it's time for a lot of rest because we haven't slept well in last 3-4 days probably.